Greetings, entrepreneurs, students, and business starters. Thank you all for taking a moment to watch my lesson during these unpredictable times. Those of you listening are likely here to learn about what it takes to build and design formal documents and how to communicate efficiently with business partners in and out of your company. My name is Alexander Fang, and for the past few months I have been gaining experience in all of that and more. The Bounty Board is a startup company that's headed by 4 individuals in equal partnership, one being myself. Our operation is to take care of customer-based contracts with a large range of requests. The first thing we chose to do, and what I would recommend for most businesses to do, is planning work schedules, deadlines, and designating specific assignments to the members so everyone knows what they are doing and when they are doing it. Creating a successful business that communicates effectively starts with effective communication at the core. This means the heads of the company and any other leadership, like managers, should be in direct contact with each other at all times. Communication happens best when using the appropriate methods. Starter companies should decide between email, cell phone, instant messaging, etc., or a combination of all of them. Every business should have a company guidelines document. It should outline the rules and build the character of the company. Workers need to read and adhere to the elements of the document. When drafting, be sure to include information on every possible front: customer dealings, manager-to-manager interactions, business-to-business, and more. The more thorough and factual the explanation, the less likelihood of getting in trouble with customers, the law, and whoever else. Different methods of communication are better in certain cases. For example, if you need to get a message to a worker in the field, a phone call might be best. Whereas if you were trying to propose a partnership with another business, a sealed and signed document should be mailed. For your worker in the field, maybe leave a note on his desk if the situation is trivial enough. Be thorough, but you don't have to always date and close with formalities under the circumstances of intercommunication. On the other hand, the business deal you are about to propose should be sent to your coworkers or manager and proofread, maybe even 3 times. Pay attention to white space, which adds value to your words. The paper you use should be classier than the paper you use for office memos. The point is, depending on context, you will want to talk and present yourself in a particular way. Each company has a brand. Brands are made of preferred methods of communication: symbolism, font, insignias, and more. Once a company has chosen a tone and the look that best represents who they are, they ought to stick to it. This will build recognition and give a professional look. People will remember, notice, and spend more money at a place they are familiar with. Not everything businesses do is pretty. Sometimes there are pay cuts, layoffs, and deficits. When breaking the news, remain formal and keep face. In the case of a crisis, businesses should notify all those affected, from customers to employees. Consider writing several formats of a memo, each different corresponding to whom it may concern. Customers are not going to care too much about pay cuts, but they will be upset if their deliveries are delayed. Be sure to explain and be as clear as possible without saying too much or too little. Readers only want relevant information, and if there is a cover-up of a stock drop with elusive wording, it will reflect poorly upon you and your company. Always keep ethics in mind during any sort of writing, especially in business. Here is an example of some fine business communication. Here you can see we have branded our company with a purple color scheme. We also have introduced a slogan, which gives personality and white space to our document. The wording and tone is formal, but not completely dry, which is hard to ask for in a document about guidelines. Also notice how there are headings and page numbers to keep the document clean. We've spoken about communicating between different types of partners, coming up with guidelines for communication, building a brand, and how to react in the face of a crisis. I have given examples of positive and effective communication from the Bounty Board, the company created by my partners and I. In these short minutes, I have given you as much as possible, and there is still so much more to running a business, but I hope that this has been enough to get you started. Stay safe and best of luck.